Ooh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Conversations with Sarah Oxidine. I am your hostess, Sarah Oxidine, and we have with us Carolina and Emmy, Guru Dan, Amran, and whoever else pops up during the conversation. All right? Today is an open format. Everyone can talk about anything and everything that's on their hearts, and we will allow the conversation to flow from there. So everyone say hi.
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 Oh God,
Hello.
I'm the only one that said
Sorry,
hi.
I didn't realize.
They're all drinking tea.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't realize I was in mute. Sorry, I was saying hi many times before.
So let's see. I was just asking Amran if he had any crystals to bring them out, because crystals are a good way to start any conversation with the energies. What do you guys think about that?
Yes, brilliant. I'm gonna bring my crystal. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I concur. Unfortunately, though, all my crystals are in my office, so I'm holding a stone instead.
Oh, stones will do as well.
A big stone rock thing. Okay, cool.
Yes, stones are great. We love stones. We can have stones or corals, crystals, anything of nature to have around you. It's always a great thing.
I have an eagle feather, too, that I found on the beach.
Wonderful.
Wow.
An eagle feather. That's a powerful one.
Yeah, it was really cool when I returned to, like, one of the first days, within a few days of me returning, I was walking Lily on the beach, and nearby was a flock of eagles. They were just hanging out nearby. And then when they left, I saw that there was an eagle feather there for me.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Lovely. And Amran, you had their crystal quartz. Was that a Lemurian crystal?
No, it's just. I think it's just.
This quartz.
Yeah. I just grabbed one and this came in my hand plus this stone. So I don't know if this is a. I don't know what it's called. Agate?
Agate?
Agate.
Yeah, I think it's that. That's one. Yeah, that's the one. I think so.
Gorgeous.
I'm not sure.
That's okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go and get my big giant coral.
Oh,
I love
cool.
corals. Corals are nice, just so you'll be able to see it. Okay, 1 second. Guys, talk.
Oh yeah, talk.
Okay.
So
what
how
did
do you guys? Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
Go ahead. I was just going to say something silly like, "What did the agate say to the coral?" I say, "Well, we don't know. We're about to find out."
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, what do you guys use crystals for? Like, how do you work with them?
Well, it depends on what we're doing. You know, the healing ones. You might pull out some amethyst. If you're just wanting to maybe deepen your meditation, you might use just crystal, quartz crystal. It's different for everybody. So you just grab whatever you have that you're resonating that day and just start getting to know them.
Yeah.
I had a funny combination today. That's why I couldn't. I didn't know what to bring, but I'm gonna show you the first one that jumped out. It was actually a little. I'll put the light on so you can see better.
Ooh, there's an amethyst?
Yes.
Beautiful amethyst.
Gosh, it's big.
I love it.
I love it so much. You know how I bought it? I bought it online. And I felt it in my heart, and but it was it was a bet. So I put £2. That's the equivalent of $4. And I said, man, I don't have much money, so I'm just gonna, I felt it in my heart. It stood out, and I bet £2. and I didn't expect anything. But I even forgot about it.
You
And
mean it was
I
an
wanted,
auction? You put $4 on an auction.
yeah.
Okay.
She got a beautiful amethyst for that. You stole that one. That was a steal.
And it was and you know when I
$4.
got it, it was, I had so much, my connection was so strong to this. It was unbelievable. This, in my mind, this crystal wanted to be here.
It did. That was meant
Yeah.
for you. Definitely.
Yeah, I love
This
it.
is
So
an
that's the story for this one.
Mm.
What's that?
That's the same amethyst.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
just what is it called? Polished? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tumbled, polished.
Tumbled,
Tumbled.
polished.
Yeah, tumbled. Yeah.
This is my coral.
Oh my God.
And this is a gift from Gaia.
Is it?
Whole story to it.
Oh my God.
Who?
And not just Gaia. It's apparently I found out I had a parallel doppelganger, meaning a being who looks just like me but from the ocean. I saw her in my dream, and she is definitely a powerful oceanic spirit. And when she came to me, she had my face, my body, everything. But she told me she was of the ocean. So this was her gift to me.
That's
Wait a
beautiful.
second. What is that? Is that a
It's a
stone?
coral from
Yeah, a
the ocean.
coral.
I found it on the beach, directly on the beach. I didn't even have to go into the water. I was on the beach that day, and as the sun was going down, and it was quite dark outside, there wasn't a lot of light. And all of a sudden, as I'm walking past to go home, I feel this energy, and I'm like, whoa, what's that? I don't even see what I'm walking by because it's too dark to see. And all of a sudden, my eyes just turned directly to it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a big giant coral. And the energy was so strong from it. I was almost afraid of it when I first found it. It was just pulsating with energy, like, whoa. And so I tried to show the people I was with on the beach, and they said, wow, that's a huge find. And I said, do you want it? I tried to give it away because the energy was so strong. I tried to give it, and it was like, no, you should keep it. That was for you. You found that, you should keep it.
No.
Way away from the water, on the beach itself.
Amazing.
How is the energies of that coral? Well, how is it different from other stones and crystals? If you
Well,
could
here's the
explain.
funniest thing. Before that, I never knew I had a connection to crystals or stones or anything like that. That was such a new experience to me. And the energy was so powerful that it was like literally you can nearly touch it if it was an energetic, let's say, if it was something physical, it felt almost like something physical, the energy of it itself. So let's say the coral is here, you can feel the energy at least 5 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Yes, like that much. That sort of energetic connection to me, and I was just like, what is this?
He wants to be with you. I have a similar story. Remember Dan with my big stone? I found a big stone. I think I'm not gonna stand up, but if I move the computer, you might be able to see it in that table over there.
Uh-huh. Oh, you got a lot of crystals over there on that table.
Yeah. Well, my boy has been playing with my crystals a lot, and he's been doing lots of grids. So that's like the play area. But
Beautiful.
the big white stone at the back.
Yeah.
I found that. I was hiking in a place called Snowdon in Wales.
Mm-hmm.
and there's lots of trails, and on the way up there was a waterfall, and maybe 3 meters, 4 meters down, I saw this big shiny stone, and I just couldn't, I couldn't move away from it. At the time, I had my boyfriend at the time. Uh, he was there with me, and he was a climber, so he knew how to climb, rock climbing. And we were on the way up, and I just couldn't stay away from that stone. I said, I need to get it. I really need to get that stone. And it's like you, at that time, I was not aware about stones, crystals. I was not aware about anything. I just wanted to get that rock. But
Beautiful.
I made him pick it up for me, on the way up. So he was carrying this huge stone in his rucksack on the way up the mountain, and all the way down again. I wasn't losing that stone. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's a snow quartz,
Yes.
and that was years ago. I've had that stone for years. And
Beautiful.
similar story to you, I just couldn't pull away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah, it seems our stones choose us. We think we're choosing them, but they choose us instead.
Yeah, sorry, that's my dog snoring. You're wondering.
Yeah. How awesome.
I just I just had a déjà vu as you told about the coral, Sarah.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, I had a feeling that I had seen that moment. I had experienced
Wonderful.
that. Yeah, it was strange.
Well, if you're having a deja vu about something, sometimes it's because it's important or it shows you a point you've dreamt up, you have dreamt of, and a point to say you're on the right path. And
Mm.
so what I'm getting right now is to connect to the coral.
Sorry, it's
For those
22:22 here. I have to mention
ah
it. I just realized.
22, yes, we love the double digits or the quadruple digits.
Ah.
Love them. Yes. So now it's really telling me, everybody, if you can, connect to the energy of this crystal. And I know all of us can, truly.
Mhm.
So let's just breathe in, breathe out, and not crystal, but coral, that is. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Connect to your heart. What are the energies you are feeling at this moment?
Triangle,
Yes.
3, pyramid,
Anyone else?
Lightness.
What does that lightness feel like? Is it a color? Is it
Yes,
air?
it's both actually. It's both. It's very much white, and yeah, white, colorless white. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think, sorry.
I feel, yeah, my crown chakra opens. I don't know why.
Yes. I'm
That's what
feeling
I
that
feel.
as well.
Mm.
I just saw the peace sign.
What's that?
The peace sign.
Peace? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much at peace. Yeah, very much peaceful. Peaceful energies. Not harsh, but like very smooth and very calm.
Balanced?
Exactly.
Yes. Do you feel the waves of the oceans?
Oh yeah, waves. That's what I felt. It didn't feel like waves, but it was a moving something which moved.
Yes. It is connecting to the waves of your blood, the oceans within you. And through you to the oceans of the planet. You can imagine the waves and the waters of all of the oceans, lakes, and rivers, crystal clear and blue and bright, all within balance. Imagine that within your body as well. All of your blood and your organs and your bones filled with life force energy. Clear, clean, connected to your source being. The waters of your body are fluid, healthy, nourishing your bones and nourishing the blood, nourishing your organs. These are the waves within us. Our bones are the coral within us. This is one of many of the ways we are connected to Gaia, to our Mother Earth. welcome. The heart energy here is strong. The energy is flowing inside and out. Pulsating the energy from our core. Our core is the core of this planet. Is the core of the sun within this planet. Is the core of the galactic sun. It pulsates with life and source energy. We are the shining lights of this planet. We are the shining lights of this galaxy and beyond. We are the beacons for ourselves and those around us, and all across this planet. Shining forth and sharing our love for creation. Would anyone like to share what they are experiencing?
I feel my heart expanding.
Yes.
Well, I feel a white milky energy coming into my body from the spine and upward. It's like, how should I say it, like a ball of energy. So
Yes.
Yes, I see different colors like green and then yellow, like a bright yellow, and then something that looks kind of like sacred geometry, an eye, a woman, and then, and yeah, much what else? Oh, and then also my hands are really hot, so it's really good. I put them over my heart.
Yes,
Beautiful.
hotness in the body, temperature. I feel
Yes.
warm energy, so
That is that sun energy. That core energy. Breathe into it.
and the funny thing that happened to me right now was that my crystals and stones called on me to connect to this coral. They called on me.
Beautiful.
Take me, take me. I think that was funny.
Wonderful.
I saw a diamond. I saw a diamond when you were talking about crystals. I kept seeing the number 3. I didn't know why. And then I don't know. It took me back when you asked when I went to get my crystals. I have this ring. This ring wanted to come and play, and this is an emerald.
Mm.
And these tiny little diamonds at the side.
Yes.
For some reason, I never take it, but for some reason that was the one that was screaming out loud, and I just kept seeing a diamond. I don't know why. Just when you were talking about the sun and the core, and I just this diamond kept appearing brighter and brighter just in front of me. It was beautiful.
Wonderful.
Carolina, you mentioned that you when Sarah said what do you feel when you connect to the coral, then you saw triangles and pyramids, right?
Yes.
What popped out in my imagination was that I was standing at the beach and I saw all these corals, like there were there were there were very much of them, and they were formed like pyramids and triangles, and I suddenly they buried me inside them, and I became one of them, like this, and I just became this stone, like yeah.
You are one of the stone speakers.
Uh, that's new. That's new.
That's cool.
Stone speakers. I have heard that before. That's familiar.
Yes.
Yeah, from Bashar.
Yes.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
The stones and you have a very strong connection. You can talk to it and it responds to you. You will be one to share the message of the stones to humanity. The stones carry the history of this planet.
Yes.
They have the history, the many, the different realities, the realities that they have experienced within them. You will speak for them. You will speak to them.
Yeah. Great. Great. That's awesome. That explains something, because I am connected to the Sasani, and they are like, they're also much connected, because Bashar said something about stone speakers, and I think that's what I am connected to. So, but yeah, the stones carry much information and knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was that, Sarah? Who was that you were channeling before?
Yeah, you're channeling.
Yes. It was a stone speaker.
Really?
That was surprising. I didn't know that about myself. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
I keep having dreams about floating pyramids above water.
Yes.
What does that mean?
There are many different scenarios to that idea. There are pyramids out of phase, meaning out of phase of the third dimension. They are floating. They are in the sky. Some are above the water. They are of other dimensions. Those who can connect to them will. They will also share their knowledge with you.
I see them all the time.
What knowledge could they hold?
Allow them to share with you.
Yes. Yeah. Does one need to be very much psychic in order to tap into this knowledge and information?
To put a word like psychic will only limit the connection that you will have. Allow all ways of connection to flow to you.
Yes. So it could also be done through the heart.
Yes, not just the mind.
Yeah.
I've had when I have these dreams, I have the feeling about vibration in crystals and the connection to healing the earth. I don't know what that means, but what I feel is it's something about that they have to do with healing Gaia.
Yes.
And it can be below water as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Cool.
Michelle, would you like to speak to participate in the conversation? or Joe or Guru Dan.
I'm just not really sure. I came in late. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So I went out and found my. Hold on. I brought this all the way back from Jamaica.
Ooh.
Whoa.
And it's broken in half, which is even more sad because it was very huge. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece that I brought from an island, like on a kayak, and then I carried home. So I don't know that I can really add anything to crystals and rocks because this is like my love. I engage in crystals and rocks on a daily basis. They are part of me. What I found interesting, just listening to your conversation, was a song going through my head. It was repetitive in nature, and I mean, it wasn't random. Like a lot of my toning is random, but it was definitely a song. So I guess if you would want me to, I would share that, and if you don't want me to, then I will not.
What is your highest joy?
It's not my show. That's what I would say.
Okay. Everything is always your choice. This is an open forum, an open format for conversation, and however it develops, that's what it is.
Okay, so I will do it for a second.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That was beautiful. What did that feel like to you?
It feels like a balm, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Feels very soothing, like the ocean, actually, oddly, and like angels. So, but I thought it was interesting because you had brought up your coral.
Yes.
And I was singing before you brought up your coral, and I was just like, and it just kept repeating. And for me, toning is different than that sounds more melodic.
Yes.
So I don't know if that is more of a sea nature,
Yes.
of a serious mermaid, merman, dolphin, or if it's more of a angelic nature, or if it's a So I don't know. So I don't know.
Feeling just siren energy.
So that's just what I was. I mean, this is way before like you even knew I was here. So, and it kept repeating, and my toning doesn't repeat generally. So it's not like a song. It's not like, Anyway, so I thought that was interesting.
Lovely.
Thanks.
And I am very happy you allowed yourself to sing it in front of others.
Yeah. It is actually very difficult. It's gotten much easier. My daughter is a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful singer. And she used to ask me to stop singing because I made her ears bleed. So for me to sing out loud in public is kind of a big deal.
I know. That's why I'm very happy that you did it.
Thank you. Anyway, I don't know what that's about. It just keeps going through, and it's very soothing, actually, which is really lovely because many days have passed that don't feel very lovely. And I hadn't been toning, actually, and tapping into that source energy. And I started doing it yesterday, and I noticed an upliftment, of my spirit, and I was really, really oh, Michelle, why do we forget these things that are so beautiful and so easy to do that are always for our own good,
Yes.
So.
Guru Dan, you had something to add?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, I'm just getting comfy again.
Oh, I saw your microphone was on, that's why.
Yeah, turn it on because I'm too lazy to get back up to the computer to mute it again.
Oh.
I know that. I can relate.
Yep. So now, here I am.
All right. What did you feel throughout these processes?
I felt that every experience was valid.
Mm-hmm.
If I was feeling it or somebody else was feeling a feeling, all the feelings are valid.
But what were you feeling?
No, just stuff. No, definitive thing, just coasting.
Okay. And I just want to say hi to Joe to make sure he's there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
how are
Joe.
you, Joe?
I am good. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey. I found those floating pyramids interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was always very interested in pyramids.
Yeah.
A lot of the reptilian worlds, they have pyramids stacked on top of each other, floating.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to add something.
Yes, please.
Today I was feeling pretty anxious because of, some concerns in my life. And this has been very helpful to me. I was feeling really anxious and almost kind of And then I acknowledged it because, I was ruminating, going over things over and over in my head, and I just realized, you are not relaxed. What's wrong with you? Relax, breathe. And I almost felt like, kind of like disengaged from my vessel, Like, I know that's a step forward, so that was very interesting, that I feel less of a, not, I guess concern is not a good word, but more in spirit than in body, that kind of. And then, how everybody has their issues in life or whatever, and another realization was like, this this life is whatever you make it. It's you create it, obviously. What you think is what you see. And I just thought, wouldn't it be interesting, just wouldn't it be just nice to disappear for a second for this 3D life and just make things messy and just like, I just wonder what that would be like, And that's it.
Well, here's the thing about being human on this planet right now. We can choose whatever life we want for ourselves. So if we want to be messy. Humanity is not always neat.
Yeah, I'm not always neat either, but I think that my life is more, it's usually a little bit more organized. I try to, do the things I'm supposed to do, like,
Emily,
pay
you are
bills,
such a
rent, have
show
a really good job with lots of money and things like that, and so all of these things that, I can go on, but all of these things that, are usually like a concern or things I'm on top of, I'm like, what if I just left and just walked away from all of it, what would happen?
Oh,
What's the
I
worst that
would
can
love to
happen?
know what that answer is also, because that is exactly where I am.
You know what will happen?
No, probably nothing.
Everything.
Probably nothing bad. Probably the only thing really, really great.
Everything happens.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Guru Dan, come on, speak up.
No, I'm serious.
Everything happens.
I was thinking about like the homeless lately, and how homeless or your beach bums, people who don't have a place to live,
Yeah, we
and
understand what
thinking
homeless
about
means.
how a lot of people think they're unfortunate, and actually they're more fortunate than the rest of us, whether they believe it or not, because they have the benefit of seeing like the best of humanity, giving to them if they have something to give, they have like, even though they don't have a house, they're free to enjoy the world instead of imprison themselves in their homes. Even we just have, yes, it's our homes, it's an extension of ourselves, but it's also, you can look at it as a prison too, like our very nicely arranged, decorated prisons, in a way. And, just to have time to like meditate and think and, that kind of thing. So that's what I was thinking about, like, actually, they're very lucky. It depends on how you look at it or whatever, I guess.
Yes. Guru Dan.
The whole comfort zone thing came to mind. The little picture of this is you in your comfort zone, and then next to it is another bubble where all the cool stuff happens. If you leave your comfort zone and go to the other bubble, that's where it's all at.
Yeah.
You could step out, or you could only go part way. Just take a step in a direction that's a step that you wouldn't normally take, and just see what's there. Not so far that you can't slip quickly back into, your comfort zone again, but just take a step out and flirt with the line and see what happens.
You find more of yourself in the
I like
unknown.
Flirt with the line. Flirt with the comfort zone. Don't let the comfort zone be a static or a crystalline solid. Let the comfort zone line be fluid. Stretch it or step out of it. Keep one foot in, but take another step out and just see what's out there. Just flirt with the line.
Yes.
that's great advice. I'm gonna flirt with the line more.
Flirt with the line. What are you doing? Flirting. Oh, you can get in trouble doing that.
Oh, sorry, Dan.
No, go ahead. That's all right. I was just taking off on a tangent.
I was just gonna. I wanted to ask Sarah why does the heart area feel so strong when sometimes you talk about some things? Why is that?
That is your heart telling you that you are resonating with the idea, that it is true for you.
Mm-hmm.
The heart knows your inner being. It knows everything about you because that is your divine center, your higher self. That's where the information is coming from. One need not learn everything out of a book. Your heart will give you the information as well. And so when your heart pulsates with a vibration, an energetic vibration of information, and it's very strong, as you say,
Yeah.
that is a very strong resonation for you. That means it is true for you. You feel at the edges of that vibration and allow the energies that is coming, the awareness that comes with the vibration of it, the thoughts that may arise, the different ways of perceiving an idea that arises at the same time. You feel where that energy is leading you and choose what path that is correct for you.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
really nice.
Where does Zemi live? On an island or something?
She lives in Miami with
Miami.
me.
Yeah, kind of like an island. I say, Emmy, do something this weekend that you haven't planned. Go somewhere.
Actually, do live on an island, kind of. It's Miami Beach is kind of like an island.
It is
Kind
an
of like an
island,
island.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just take some liquid
Oh, it
with
is.
you and just go sit somewhere that you don't normally sit. Just go a place you don't normally go and just sit there. And sit there until you find something that makes your heart sing. And then let your heart sing. And then don't let it doesn't need to dictate anything. It doesn't mean that you need to go be inspired or anything, but just go and understand that your heart sang about something and you're not broken.
I'll do that. I love that. Thank you.
So that kind of flirts with the line with not a huge commitment. Just do something you wouldn't normally do at a place you wouldn't normally go and look for a thing that you're looking for until you find it. Let it sing to you and then be happy about it.
Okay.
Go to the beach and sing to the
You can
ocean.
go to the beach, sit under a tree, or go to a park and people watch and see a person that brings you delight, or see a crab in the sand, or whatever, or a leaf floating somewhere, or a piece of driftwood come ashore, or anything other than what you normally surround yourself with. And
I love
go flirt with that line. Go experience that.
I love that. I've been spending a lot of time on the beach in the morning, but usually it's because I'm walking my dog. I take her to the dog park there, and then we'll do a little quick walk through the beach so I could let her go and things like that. But everything's usually task oriented. Today I actually left my phone at home, and then took Lily off leash to the beach. We walked, and I didn't have any other possessions on me, so that was really nice.
Yes.
Because we all love our phones, have our things.
Yes.
So I left without anything.
That's beautiful.
But I'm going to sit there next time until I find what I'm looking for. One thing I want is I really, really, really want to talk to my angels and all of the beings and stuff like that. That makes me happy. And I have like a cool avian, Arcturian angel thingy hanging around me all the time now, so it's beautiful. So I've been trying to start to talk to it, Hi, what do you
them
need?
to the beach. Take them to the beach. Take them for a walk too.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're with me all the time.
Yep. So come on,
Every
guys.
time I take a picture, they're in my pictures. As long as it's under the sun, I have an orb that looks kind of like a shape of a head the shape of a bird's head within another head, like a human kind of face or whatever. If you look up a bit of heaven massage on Instagram or my recent photo on Facebook, you'll see it. It's cool. And I have it looks like scalar rings, purple and indigo, like indigo and lavender colors above my head. And then the orb has it's indigo, and then it's got little green fleck on it too, so it's really nice. It's always with me, makes me happy.
That's wonderful.
It is. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that the stone speakers came through and told us something. Since we were talking about crystals and stones.
Yes.
That's what needed to be talked about.
Yeah, exactly. That was so cool.
Guys, yesterday I had a very clear image. It wasn't even in a dream, it just came. It was like a man. It's the shape of a man. Maybe I should draw it later on. It's the shape of a man standing up with the hands a little bit out as if he was receiving something. He had wings. The whole background was blue, but the outline of the man and the wings were white. And he had circles like above his head as if he was a water wave. What does that mean?
I'm sorry, there were bells going on in the background.
Yeah, that was the problem I had too.
Yes. Okay. One more time, please, Carolina.
Oh, sorry. So
That's okay.
I got this image of the outline of a man standing up, and his hands were a little bit out as if he was receiving something. The man had wings, very large wings, and from his head there were circles many circles. I'd say about 20 circles, and they look like radio waves or waves, just waves or water waves. I was wondering what that meant.
What was the perception at the time? What was the thought that popped into your head when you saw this vision?
Well, when I saw the wings, I thought it was an angel.
Yes. Anything else?
Information.
What kind of information?
I'm not sure. It was information flowing in and out. It was both. It was like water ripples.
Hmm. Was it horizontal or vertical?
Circular.
Circular. Like a
Yeah.
vortex.
Yes.
I see. So, what I am receiving, this is an aspect of you receiving information from what some call your higher self.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily have to be information on just one topic. When ideas or visions arise, it is easier to allow the information to flow to you without choosing the idea or topic, to allow the information to just be and allow the ideas to flow to you when they are needed. The time will come when the information that was downloaded will be needed. But to say it is one thing or another will limit the concepts, the many concepts within. So the visual is there. Accept that as the first gift.
Would I use that image to connect to my higher self?
You may use anything you wish to connect to your higher self. Any idea can be a permission slip. But if that is the image you choose for yourself, then so be it.
Okay. And what did the wings signify?
Well, your first idea was angels.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Did anything else pop up?
No, just floating. That was my first thought, but I don't know if it's relevant or not.
All is relevant.
So floating. The man was kind of floating. That's
Mm-hmm.
like looking up.
Yes. And the hands outstretched were?
I don't know. They were receiving something.
Yes. Receiving
Oh,
what?
they were receiving. Oh, I can't explain it any any other way. They were receiving. Oh, like AW.
A-W-R.
Yeah. Oh.
and
like,
energy.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, this is how you translate the vision to something you can use. It's not necessary to look outside of oneself to discover the information that is within. You may ask, of course. You may have a conversation about it to delve into all the ideas that pop up for the topic.
Yeah. Cool.
But truly, you have the information within you.
Mhm.
Allow it to flow freely.
Yeah.
Do not doubt yourself.
Thank you.
You're all welcome.
And what does the blue mean? If you can see my avatar, it was something like that kind of thing, that kind of blue in the background.
What does it mean for you?
Peace, soothing.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay, thanks.
Anything else?
No, that was awesome. Thank you so much. It helped me organize my thoughts. Very, very cool. Thanks.
You are welcome. The blue may also entail an opening of the throat chakra.
Okay.
Sarah, I posted my orb in the chat.
Yes, I saw.
So that everybody can know what I'm talking about.
Yes, would you like to share it on screen?
I don't know how to do that. I put it in the chat.
The screen share?
Let me see. How do I do that? Let's see, help and feedback. And oh darn it, I don't know how to do
Would you like me to do it instead?
Yes, please. Yes, thank you.
Very well.
Feeling anxious, looking for the screen share thingy.
Okay.
Need to take a breath.
I have it. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
That's a beautiful picture, Emmy.
There's others with that are clear where you could see like it's like the shape of a head around the thing that looks like a bird.
That's the Arcturian.
Yeah,
And the one near your neck.
yeah. Oh,
I can
okay,
actually
the
see the
outline.
full head.
Yeah,
Wow.
That is
it's my
amazing.
Arcturian boyfriend.
You can actually see the full head. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You should take more pictures.
I was taking them every day for a while, but today I didn't because
That's
I left
okay,
my phone
but that's
behind.
gorgeous.
When I align it with the sun, it pops out, and at first I thought, oh, this must be like a trick or something, but no, there's really no way to like come up with that guy. Otherwise, and
No.
I've taken pictures of myself underneath the sun before and have not gotten anything. That thing just popped up when I was like kind of like meditating in a gazebo at the North Shore Open Space Park. here in Miami Beach off of 81st. Yeah, it just popped up. I was like, what? This is so cool.
Have you spoken the Arcturian language yet?
No, I don't know how to do light languages, but I can
yes,
try.
you do.
I can try. Things come out when I'm just like, I don't know what I'm saying, but I think that, like, I guess it's the heart thing, right?
Yes.
So it's like, it would be like what I'm thinking could come out, but you know, my words will just sound like gobbledygook.
oh, don't worry about that. Why don't you give it a go?
I should kanawa itu shinachikwa Illinois
You're in your head. Bring it back down to the heart.
Okay. Shir shinakwa shi ne shina. It's like I almost want to start speaking Spanish. So
I see Spanish or French, but you're trying to analyze it at the moment.
Yeah, because it's like, what am I saying?
It doesn't matter what you're saying cognitively. Allow the heart to speak. This is where the information is coming from, and it is seamless.
It's a lot easier when I'm alone.
Yes.
But it does Yeah, I've never practiced before, like with people. There's words, there's a language that comes up, you know, to me like daily. Like as I'm driving or like, you know, just not necessarily.
Can you try that again?
In my mind. Huh?
Can you try that again? I think he wants to come out too.
Yes.
Nara itu Illinois Ching Surishin Shemishin Sungshin Chilling Sensing Sensor 20 Echelon Union Chinanan Chinanan
Sorry.
What do you get that?
Tanenia, tío, no.
Sorry. I don't know what's happening.
No sorry's here. Okay, Emmy, continue.
Carolina and I are speaking the same language.
You're actually, okay, Carolina's speaking Arcturian. You, Emmy, are speaking Arcturian and Andromedan, and it's like an insectoid. You're actually mixing them.
Oh, that's very interesting.
I have
I
spoken
wonder which
Arcturian before.
insect. I'll call it a dragonfly. How's that?
Dragonfly, that's all right. You can call it whatever you want.
I love that.
Carolina, you said that was the first time you spoke in Arcturian.
No, the second time.
The second time. Very good.
Yeah. I spoke, you know, Sabrina?
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. That the third time, because I spoke that with Neil too. The first time was with Neil.
Okay. Very
And
good.
the second time as well. But I haven't practiced it yet, so.
It's very liberating.
Yes.
Oh my God, my heart feels like it wants to come out.
I feel actually a lot better than I did earlier. It's
Yes,
really
it
interesting.
raises-
It's very
Yes.
Raises your
healing.
vibration.
Yeah.
Hey. What's that?
Omran. Omran, would you like to give it a go?
Oh, well, yeah.
What?
How
I
can you
heard
start?
my name. What?
I said Omran, but Joe, if you would like to go after Omran, that's what you're welcome to do so.
Oh no,
Go,
no, I don't. I
go
don't
ahead,
speak.
Joe. Go do it,
No,
Joe.
no, not today.
You can do the reptilian, Joe.
Yeah, I know that'll frighten people. I'm good.
No. All is accepted here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Omran.
Oh, yeah. Was that Arcturian, right? I think I know a little Arcturian. Urtush ektana rekta shakektu ukuna la rekta shatea turukushtu kukutuna la kashteker ertana kalayesta katurushtu kurita karashta nana iaka rashti kutuya khatrashta kanu kutuhushetana la shakhata rekashtu ur. I think that was it.
Turushkai sko tali utu shunigia dia sukotoia unati sikia tukuni hasukutoi shikia naki o shu ati sukutoia sha tataliu tarantikia sukoa.
Sokotoro yo ayanana. Akoto so atakayo. Oto saya to. Atoro yaya tida. Akoto so. Aso ato tatia yato.
Turuka tia suko aya ashio tu kaisiki asu talata isi yanaki asakatiosu.
Conchai, 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 Oinsagi, Tonananai, Shonananai, Kukunananai.
Ale katarashtiktu uyaktana halata shitaraktu yutu shote hatala rakashatata letana sheya katalushutu yatu analeka shata hatala seturu shunakala turu uturu nakala shitariyata tush tokt.
Tiniu sukulutu kaisa karatuku ati. Tia suku atia sukula. Ushuku atia su. Tayusha hati. Tulaya sakai. Ushalio kolania sukulani. Hasi ukutudurun naka.
Asukutu waya. Ayaketa zowo. Atoroto zoya. Arroyo kuta satu. Asa rialia. Akoroko owa. Akuso. Usoroko yatu. Yaya tia na. Aka taseo tu na.
Eselu kia suwa. Taya tukunu hasi. Noya tia sio koloto. Hasalaia. Ani yaha tukua. Asulu kutuaia. Hastu hatia koa hia sa. Kia sukulunua hasia ru. Alania sukulania saka.
Ashtana lakataya shata ulutu shukotea na lakashata hataya la shatea rotush nakati utolo shutaya nakalata sheti tunuku tolo yotu shunuku tohu analakashaya sahati la chashuku tunu ea analata yesha to ush tuhutu yakarush tunu yotush takyar to
Taratsk yanoku aha ti. Oshotolo ho tiasa. Ashulugua tia sokaya.
Alesh kanataya la hata sheto kutushukuru kutunuyo. Ono lokotesheta hataya tarata kashatrinataya la kashu. Anakalaya tashahatitu urushtuku yakala tashanahayeta ushte.
Atatea. Atarasa ha. Ataliatala. Ata okoroso atua. Yokialia atua tanti. Aquaio kahuno. Okoroso ayate. Akati wadi wonata. Akwati wadokun. Ayana nana waulu ya. Akoro ya unuta.
Go on, Amran.
Oh, sorry. Ashtek na la hataya shtok to ure nakala shetaka le hatania tushuku to rushtia teka. Ahatena la kasayeta tushuku no hule takashata ne hate shahate ule kutushnu. Hote na hale kasatana le shata yo ure katate shitu yuhunu hu. Huhu tulu kushu suchu tu ye kala hasejitana la is.
Joe, would you like to join?
No, I'm just going to listen.
Okay. Very
Okoro ya okonda kia tini. Okoro kuso atatua. Akalia ya tu. Okoro so tan kitiania nia kata. Akia unuria nia dia kwa konia nia tua sua. Akualia titi kuwanata. Akuro ya woli ni okuwata. Ya kuti zakon. Akuania ta ya tasa. Uwa ya iya. Awo kada gonsa. Ya la wo. Akuro so atia aku kaya ya wona.
talantia sukulia. Nia kota na nia sanana. Kia sikia sikunuku hatia. Hatia sukotaya. Taisu akalati. Osolo akataya saka.
Olkona shakateya la kashata tu shukutu hule kashanati i. Ane la kashataya halatu shukutu hutia katana shakatu utia shatati turushtuku nia tatalea. Anakalaya shata hutu i katanulu shusutu ui katanala ia tushtu tu hutu yukurushtu i mataristu.
Aku rusuh ta. Aku rusuh dia ada aku wana suno tu. Aku roga tu. Ayah, arroyo padan dia tu ta. Aki di waktu. Oh, aku suwa aku roga di. O dion dia aku sore tua. Aku soto roya di tu.
Oh, they just.
I get the feeling, Omran. The
Sarah,
bees.
what is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh god.
Okay, so those were a number of languages.
Yes.
Yeah,
And a
because
lot
that
of them going
definitely
on.
wasn't Arcturian. Arcturian sounds completely different. So
There was
what
some
was that?
Arcturian in that. There was some Pleiadian in that. There
Yeah,
was some
Pleiadian too.
Andromedan in that, and Syrian. Lots and lots of Syrian.
What did I speak?
You were speaking Arcturian and Syrian mixed.
Okay.
Why does that happen? Why is there like
Because we're
a
still
dual?
we're getting the information and the knowledge and awareness of all these different languages. It's seemingly all at once.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Okay?
It's like
We've
they're
been
taking an
doing this-
opportunity to talk.
Exactly. So they are all parts of us, and they're all lined up to speak with us and through us. They're all having
Right.
conversation with each other, and
Uh-huh.
they're just happy there's a conversation happening right now.
Oh, it's so interesting because I always thought that you would only speak one language at a time.
Oh no. Ooh, no.
So
I've been speaking
When you try
languages
to
for
figure
the
it out.
last year and a half, and I have not met one person who speaks only one language, who speak the languages. Not one.
I guess I'm used to hearing Neil speak maybe Syrian
Yes,
when he
he's used to
opens.
speeking Syrian, but he speaks
And
other
then-
languages.
And then I've heard Andromedan, and then I've heard Arcturian, but they all sound very different.
Yeah.
And also Lyran. Lyran
Yes.
also
Oh, I
is
want to
very
speak
different.
I
There was
really want
some
to speak
Lyrians in
Lyran.
there as well.
It's so cool. I want to speak Lyran one day.
Oh, you
Oh.
have it already.
I just want to have a
I
Lyran's
hope so.
body right now while I'm moving. Like I feel like they're really strong and they can do anything.
Yes, they are very strong and flexible. Those Lyrians, they're like the
Yeah.
cats here, very flexible and strong.
Yeah.
Do you actually know what we talked about? Or you know?
It was no, because there was just so much going on, so many different dialects and languages. No.
Okay.
There are others who are able to translate, but you still have to go slow until we get used to translating these languages. So as we're speaking, the translations will come when they're ready.
Yeah.
For some, it's not time yet. For others, it is time. So just keep doing what comes to you.
Conchet et met onchikedanai onchikedanai.
Andromeda. Sorry.
Really?
No.
I have no idea.
That's what Andromedan.
Andromedan / Arcturian.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was another one.
Kunananay chuplay kush. Kanananay shunananay kunananay kukakain chudananay kukunananay. I think that's just made up.
No, it's not.
No, it wasn't. Actually,
It's not.
they said, isn't that just cool?
I don't know. I just like these sounds come out of your mouth and you're just like, what?
I feel
Or
like
at least I'm just like, I have no comprehension of where they come from. So, I mean, I know that the higher tones are definitely Arcturian, but anything else is just a mystery, I suppose.
Well, here's the situation. And let's talk about this. This is a conversation, you see. So here's my thoughts on it. Because the information is not coming from our brains, those of us who are used to using our brains quite often, those scientific and analytical type brain mentality, which I have as well.
Here.
Yeah.
In this process, it is not the first thing to be activated because this is coming from the heart. And so trying to cognitively understand, because we want to analyze it, we want to break it down, we want to do so many things to it to make it sort of cohesive in our brains, in our analytical minds, our scientific minds. We're actually slowing the process of translation.
Right.
not allowing to let it come through.
Exactly.
And that's what you said to me first time I was about to speak light languages, Sarah. You said to me, you have to allow it, and I think it was Syrian and Lyrian that came through the first time.
Yeah.
And I had just allowing it is the huge part.
Yes.
Yeah. It is a very difficult thing for this particular brain to do. Like, sometimes things just come out of my mouth and I have no idea where they came from. But, I mean, you were like, no, I can't speak light languages, and then you did. And I was really clear on, oh, I've heard this before, and I've heard it from somebody else.
You've even heard it from yourself.
And, well, not even from myself, because most of the time, the things that come out of my mouth are really Arcturian in nature. I mean, and I don't even know if they're real, except
something
I've had other people say, no, slow down, because they're saying you're saying it too fast. And they were saying Arcturian. But otherwise, I just think I'm crazy.
Something that came to mind as you were speaking, Michelle. It just came to my mind. The thought was, allow, let go, and let in.
Yes. Yeah.
Allow, let go,
I agree with
let
that.
in.
Because you know why? When I was struggling before, because I kept thinking, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm doing it right. So it was all a battle with my brain, and yet my heart was ready to come out. And so it was difficult for me. I didn't understand what was happening. So I thought, well, I'll try not to think about it. And then slowly, like you said, Emmy, I started allowing the flow, and it just happens. I spoke one, and then the next day was another one, and then, there's no stopping me.
Yes.
It's brilliant.
That's so cool.
I don't know if that's true for me. Sometimes I feel like I might be slow on the uptake.
Okay,
Trying
no,
to second
Michelle,
guess
you are
yourself.
on the leading edge of experience. There is no way you are slow on the uptick. You are the uptick. Okay?
Yeah. Maybe try to stop second guessing yourself
Mm-hmm.
or trying to
Well,
rationalize and all of these things, because that is, I think this is the case also with me,
right.
and it's easier to, I guess, connect with yourself, and I probably whatever you want to connect with when you stop rationalizing and second guessing and that kind of thing, because that blocks the flow.
Right.
The
So give
key,
yourself some credit.
yeah,
So, I mean, a lot of times I will be willing to just say whatever comes. I just don't know if it's real. You know, I don't know if it means
yeah.
what I.
Just believe it. Michelle, look, we're here talking like alien languages, and we a lot of people channel dead people and ETs and all of this other stuff. You know, why would this be any weirder?
Well, it's not weirder.
I think it's beautiful. It's
I think it's
beautiful.
more like, well, other people understand or get it, but maybe I don't get
Maybe
it.
you're the only one that needs to really get
Yeah.
it. It's a reality. Creator being.
Ooh, thank you.
Trusting is good.
Yes.
Trusting.
Yeah.
When I am about to talk, when I started to talk, speak it right here, and there were just two beings here, and they said, "Let us come through. Let us come through." And I said, "What the heck? Just take over the body. Do whatever you want with it." And all these
But
movements come
see,
on, and
I
it's
do not have that happen.
So we
yeah,
just channeled
Like,
is what you did is you just channeled.
yeah. I think I did
You
it.
were speaking light
you
languages,
were
yes,
like,
language, it's you, but you just channeled.
Yeah,
Because
We just
Michelle,
channeled. That's what we're doing. So it's
and
cool to acknowledge, huh?
yeah, and remember
no,
we're all
Amran, you
different.
just like go, Amran, you were like, oh, well, I had these two beings, and they were like, just chill out, dude. And I don't have
Yeah,
anything other than, there's something that's like, I don't know, it just wants to
Michelle.
come out of my mouth.
So
you,
what I wanted to say about that is that we're all different, and so we experience things differently. My red could be your blue, for example,
mhm.
and so because of that, not just because of that, but we express ourselves differently. We feel different.
Yeah.
So what you experience is unique to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I
I
don't even
mean,
understand it. Yeah, I don't even understand what they're saying or feeling it. Sometimes I do, but it's not so often. But I actually have to learn. It takes for humans. It's so hard to allow things. We always want to control, and yeah, that control is so hard to let go of. But allowing and trusting is the key to all this, and feeling it, allowing oneself to feel it and
Many of us are
understand it even. Yeah,
many of us are unhappy with the quote unquote control system, but we do it to ourselves. Isn't that
yeah,
interesting?
yeah, yeah.
And
So
by interesting, you mean like horrifying?
Well, no, we do
Not
it to
it's
ourselves for
it's
the
I think
experience.
it's
It's not
important
about the
to acknowledge.
horror. It's when you understand that you asked to be here. You asked to be here during this process of transition. Yes. And so you've taken the good, the bad, and the ugly that goes with it. Now, we are here to transmute all of the things that we perceive as ugly, as bad, to good and positive. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, how would you know what's good and positive if you did not know what was bad and ugly? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you see the darkness if you were in the
Oh,
light?
Exactly.
That's
I
why it's all
totally
created.
get all of
So we
that.
can know
It's
stuff.
a language is a different thing. It's like
Language is a good, it's language is positive because it's coming directly from the heart. Because you can't handle okay. Now how do you feel at this moment?
Well, that was from the heart.
Yes.
So I don't know. It just, that was not from the brain. That was from the heart.
Do you feel
And so-
better though? Do you feel good?
I
Oh.
feel like I was experiencing my sadness.
Yes. But you were allowing that sadness
Yeah.
out of you, releasing it. Yes.
Connect yourself with your
Kind of like
frequency.
releasing blockage.
When you feel when you speak the language, connect yourself with the frequencies. When you're happy, you feel it in your heart. When you're sad, you feel it too. It's the same with the language.
Yes.
When you speak a language, you don't necessarily need to understand it in your head. Feel it.
Yes.
And from there, you will start to see the meaning, the true meaning of a language.
Yeah. We don't really need to analyze it or anything.
How long has this been happening for you, Carolina?
Sorry?
How long has this been happening for you?
Just a couple of weeks. What?
Yeah.
Languages?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I don't know what just happened.
You were channeling, Carolina.
I think it helps too because it's like, oh, I'm so full of good, good fairy ideas. That's interesting, you know.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel better too. So it's like, oh wow, look at the brain on Emmy.
I mean, I feel that way when I tone or when I sing. Like that changes my vibration immensely. And actually, even when I'm just like walking around the house and say I'm just going I mean, that makes me feel good. I don't know
There you
if
go.
I don't know if it means anything,
It
or
sounds
if I just like
sounds
the
like
way
a
it
fairy.
sounds.
I'm gonna call it a fairy language. Part of
So,
it sounded like a fairy language.
I guess the not knowing makes me feel, I guess it makes me feel like I'm just full of shit, basically.
I can relate to that very much, Michelle. I can relate to that. At one time, I wanted to know everything. Like I wanted to know everything about life, everything. Just want to know everything, and I couldn't. I couldn't find the meaning with everything, and I had to learn to surrender. Like I had to learn to surrender to myself or love or God, and not find meaning with anything because I had to trust myself that it will come. and surrendering is a big part of everything, but it's hard to do so for some. For me, it was actually.
So, did you find that if you just allowed that you found meaning?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I yeah, it's like when you feel like, well, this is what I use on myself. I said, well, there is a meaning with this and this and that and that and that, and I don't need to know it. I have to do some other things now,
Right.
and I just surrender. I don't need to be in control of what my higher self is meant to do. He has
Right.
its own job. I have my own job. I'm not meant to
Right.
find out about this thing because I can't do that. I mean, I can channel down the whole Akash.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, and that's the surrendering part and trusting.
Well,
Well, I surrender. I surrender. I do my own
that's an
job.
impressive thing to be able to say, number one.
Yeah.
I asked about, I had this epic dream the other night, and it was all about shapes and colors. It was nothing but shapes and colors, but they had so much meaning, and I just willed myself to get up and write about it because I knew it was really important, but I could not seem to do that. And I asked Ivan about it, and he's like, yeah, well, that's another lifetime, and that's another dimension, and that's another place, and it has nothing to do with this place. And I was like, yeah, well, that's great. So, I mean,
Well,
it
I
is
would
what
like
it
to put to
is.
you, Michelle, what, even though you weren't able to write it down, it has something to do with this place because it would not have been offered to you as something to remember.
It was so weird, Sarah. It was like circles. There were like two red circles, and then there was like a blue triangle, and then there was like a yellow rectangle. I mean, it, it in human terms, it doesn't mean jack. Like, but it had like my heart feeling while I was having this experience during dream time was like epic. It was like,
Exactly.
oh, it was like all this knowing.
Yes.
I was like, what?
And it is there for
What?
you. It is there for you to tap into that energy and that awareness. You can use that information. Allow it to continue. Let it flow through you. Do not analyze it so much. Allow the awareness to come into your brain through the heart mind. Not just the brain, mind. The heart has its own mind. Use that instead.
Oh, that's a really interesting concept, by the way.
It is true. It is true. The mind sent more signals to the brain than the brain sent signal to the mind. Then the brain
Yes.
sent signal to the heart. I'm sorry.
Yes. That is definitely true, and I've definitely watched that documentary.
So
Oh.
it's another way of being. Instead of thinking, feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You felt that dream. You
Oh, it was so
understood the
weird. It was
shapes
like,
and the colors.
it was so epic. It was like this amazing landscape of knowledge, like of really understanding the whole concept of lots of things beyond my human mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whoa. And I've had dreams like that before too, where they are shapes and colors. And I'm like, oh, I totally get it. But then I wake up and I totally don't get it.
That's okay. More will come. But resonate to what you believe in, not what someone else tells you what to believe and what not to believe and what to focus upon. Resonate what's within your heart instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with that, I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for joining me for Conversations with Sarah. This is our first episode.
Thank you,
And it
Sarah.
was wonderful. Oh my God, I loved all the conversations.
Yes, yes. Can we say a blessing?
Yes, we can. Would you like to begin?
I've never said a blessing before. Sorry. I don't know.
Well, say it in a
But
language.
I don't even know if I can. Can I? I, I
Just
don't know how to
allow.
say blessings.
Well, say it in English.
Surrender.
I don't
Allah.
even know how to say it in English. Well, I'll do it short.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing this hangout. Um, I'm sure this will help many people. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Amy, we are saying blessings. We are at the end of the Conversations with Sarah, episode number 1.
No. Are we? Is this continuing, or are you saying this
We're
is
going
just?
to continue after the live broadcast.
Okay.
So would you like to give us a blessing as
To
well?
the foam. Eh, I don't know. Okay, okay. I'll speak a light language since the attention is on moi. Okay. The
Namaste.
end.
Very good. Michelle?
Obrigada.
Obrigado. Portuguese.
Eu quero muito de vocês. Eu amo tanto.
Yes. Love you too. Michelle, do you have a blessing?
Wanainia satu yota yana nana yokwa ya tua no wawo. Akai kaya ni wati ni do waya ni yotua. Ako ya sasa atawa yotu. Awaya ya kutiani ya ni ya okwa tua. Awaya ni ati kula ni moya diwa. Ako no aya titi ya kwa ta. Ya lia ya wak ya ya gidi. Ayaya ni waya ko ya atu suala kaya. Ayaya lai wuni ya na. Atu suaya ni lai ya kiri wa. Ayaya lan mini kuwa tua lan ya. Aku tua ni adu tua. Ati halta aku tua ya ni ade uwoda.
Thank you. Amran?
Yes. Well, I'll just say think good, have good deeds and good words. May that be our motto. Yeah, may God be with all of you. May the light be with all of you. May the angels show you all the way to the light, the way of love that all of us are here to learn. And may you be on the right path. Thank you.
Thank you. Saranu kutayasai, kanu kutoyanti, suluwata. Kiasi kulutuka, taisi, ulutukayana. Sayakai, utu, salakati, sukutala. Isayamaya, ukulaya. Si akaya shutukwa. Kani, siatukulutu. Hasa utula chataka. Namaste.
Namaste. I cannot not do this. My heart wants to say something.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It's light language. Aneshakata elashakata naleshatata eleshukuhu tuitana lakata yetasha. Anaheta lakashata nahayeta. Alakushitu uyatana latseta kalashatiya. Anheta eshokutuia talashate nushu. Utunuhutu katalashasita naita. Alewashatakanalishasa tu. Oshtanakalakast. Yetanalashese tu. Light and love. Light and love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just had to say that.
It's beautiful.
Yes, gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. You may find me on Facebook. My name is Sarah Oxidine. You can find Conversations with Sarah Oxidine on Facebook, Google+, and YouTube. If you would like a session, please do contact me at soxidine.wix.com/healer. That is soxidine.wix.com/HEALER. Thank you, everyone. I love you all from the bottom of my heart.
Love you
I
too.
love you too.
Love you, Sarah.
Namaste
Good night,
to all
love.
of you.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
It was a good night. Okay. Bye.